Want to pass the part 3, not passing, don't know what to do, don't know what is lesson plan, don't know how to make lesson plan, don't know how to get into client-centered lesson, don't know how to make the lesson worthwhile for the client who paid you the amount of the hour, and you don't know what the teaching strategy is, you are coming back 24, 27, 28, then this is the platform. You are on right platform. You join the academy, or you get in touch and book the appointment with us, and we will guide you through 51 grade, A grade, and we will give you that level, quality or quantity you choose, and you will pass part 3. Part 3, we make it that easy that is like a gulab jamun. It's like a halwa. It's like a kheer. So if you want to do it that way, you want to know, and you will get to know soon. You sit in, so not with just over the phone, and not with this, because end of the day, because you got to understand that if I know, I would tell you that okay, over the phone we can guide you through and things like that. And yes, once you are on the platform, once you come, once you see it, once you join, once you kind of get in, nobody is sitting and you don't get free nothing these days, to be honest. And then you will find out what the lesson plan is, how to adopt the lesson, what is lesson adoption, what is the core competencies, what is the teaching style, how do you do it, how do you manage your nerves on the day of the test, and specifically in that 40 minutes, how does the each and every second counts, and clock is ticking for you, that you should maintain yourself. And even though if you think that I am not doing well and this is fail, what should you do at the same time? And you can turn your one question will turn your life of your result upside down, other way around, from fail to pass. You can do that, and that is possible, because all the time within that 45 minutes, even if the 5 minutes of your lesson plan or lesson risk management and teaching strategies go to that level, you will pass. Even though the 40 minutes, 30 minutes, you've gone upside down, last 5 minutes, if you've done it that way, you will get the marking and you will pass, and then you can move on. So the teaching strategies is the main part of the teaching strategy is the core competencies. So when you guys going into the test, and when you want people to learn, obviously you have books like that. You go through all this. And if you don't know the knowledge of this, if you don't know the understanding of this, how would you make the core competencies involved in this? The all core competencies is involved, and they've linked with this. And if you are talking a nonsense on that day and don't match something with this, normally you do pick up these type of things, isn't it? On the day of the test, you pick up something like that, and something like this. So if you don't make that happen, then what does that mean? That the core competencies involved. What is that we teach on the normal lessons? We start from control lesson, we start with moving off, we start with stopping, and these two words that I said, if you don't involve one word in them, then your test day will be ruined. That move off and stop, one word can change the whole lesson. Safely, how to move off safely, how to stop safely. All day long you've been saying move off, stop, move off, stop, move off, stop. And if you add safely, this is how you do it, this can change your test result. And to change that test result, you have to see the person and learn how to discipline that 45 minutes, how to discipline yourself in that 45 minutes, how to discipline, and how long can you do the recap, how can you do the debrief, and what can you do on the move, and after how long. If you stop with another 10 minutes, then it makes no difference. You are okay. You are fine. But how many times you can stop? How many times will you stop? And how many times are you stopping? What sort of confidence do you have to teach people? What sort of confidence level you have with the 6 things that I talk about? That how do you do those in your lesson or in your test? What will be the remedial action? What will be the analyzation? How would you describe the person's needs? And is it just a general need? Is it just it's a serious need, or it's a dangerously they need this? It's a very, very important that I do it this way. Then they will understand. This is what it means, a client centered, and this is means that how would you find out to do all those things? Identification. And if you're on the day, the first question of the lesson planning is that did you help them to set a proper goal? And you all know you made in that up by yourself. That's not really a client goal. You making it, even though they're doing it all right, but you're just making it for them to understand. Oh no, you're not doing all right. I will make you do it right like this. I had people. They said, "Oh, we will make the turn right and all that." And when they started doing right, by the end, the examiner feedback was that okay, you were teaching them this, but they were doing Swanaki. Did you saw that out? And then they come to know, oh, what was this Swanaki? Then you will start finding out. There are people that they say we will do the box junctions. And then when they came back and they told them, oh, you didn't give them whole of the box junctions information, and that was like not complete. And when you start something, you have to know by yourself to give it to somebody else. Hope this out, and thanks for liking, sharing, and growing my academy as well. And hope this helps you, and help me and help you. And really serious people that they wanted to learn and they wanted to achieve. And they, if you ask nicely, you get it nicely. If you don't ask, you don't get it. But I'll be honest with you, the normal learners, they can go anytime test. 10 days after, they can go sit. There's no big trouble. There's no big hassle with them. But when it comes to this part 3, you know it's a 3 attempts. It's a more stress, more burden to take. And then people are just they're telling me, we need to wind this up. We need to wind this up. Are you winding your whole profession? Are you winding the whole of your career now within that 6 months? It's just nonsense talks that people come across, and it feels that, oh God, they don't know. And if you're really serious, if you really wanted to understand, the truth is always bitter. Whether somebody likes it or not, the people who likes it and the people who don't like it, I apologize, but this is what the reality is. The truth is bitter. And if somebody is not telling you truth, and they've been, you thinking they've been very nice, but on the other side, if you look into reality, they are your biggest enemy. And if somebody speaks the truth and they wanted you to understand this, to move on to, and then you will pass, then that means their talk is strict, their talk is straight, their talk is black and white, but it is making sense. So don't try to take this job as it that I just wanted to get it done and then I'll be all right. This means whatever you are earning and whatever you want to earn, that passion is not there, and the people are wasting money. Like the other day, I told you that I had a client, they had a 20 plus hours with somebody. And for God's sake, I felt sorry for them. That what did you learn? And that means that money that somebody has taken from them, that was not right for them. They might be going other way around. So hope this helps, and go by the teaching strategies and see to it that when you come to watch the videos, I know it's not full and not going to be full, but still the private academy is the solution, one-to-one is the solution, and then phone and the little bit advice is a solution once you are on that level.